Hello students, very welcome you all to AriserTalent. I am your maths teacher Arpita Sharma. Students, we are studying the chapter which is linear equation in two variable, and this is the second particular session. Okay, that means second lecture. So starting the thing with writing the chapter's name, that is linear equation in how many variables, students? Two variables it is. So we have studied about the one variables in the lower classes, okay, and I have promised you to let you know the use of it and the solution of this in today's lecture. Okay, so use and solution will be the two things we'll be talking about. Now, just to revise what we have studied, I've told you that this is the format. This format is ax plus by plus c equals to 0. This is the format of linear equation two variable, having two variable in power of these, highest power of this will be 1. Okay, and here a, b, c will belongs to real number, a and b must not be 0. Okay, understood? Now use. Student, if I talk about the linear equation one variable, okay, and if I told if I have given equation like I have purchased four what? Nail paint, okay, and okay, and I have given a total amount of 5,000. Okay, so if each and every nail paint was having equal cost, okay, so what is the cost of one nail paint, right? And I can write it in this format, 4x equals to, that means 4 nail paints, this x is nail paint, is equals to 5,000. So you will tell me that, okay, that means you are getting this what, x equals to 5,000 upon 4, you are getting the answer. Now I will tell you that okay, forget about this, I have not mentioned one thing. I have purchased these 4 nail pens, okay, and with also I have purchased something of 500 rupees, I don't know what, and after that I was giving complete 5,000 rupees to the shopkeeper. In this case you will say, ma'am, okay, you will giving this 5,000 minus 500, that will be equals to 4,500, and then your x will be 4,500 by 4. That will be the cost for each and every nail paint you are having. Okay, and you also told me, ma'am, you purchased that costly nail paint. Okay, that's fine. So at the end of the day, I'll be very upset about it that I have given much more amount. Now this is about the one variable use. Okay, that can be done. Now what is the use of two variables? What is the use of two variables? So you are having a match, cricket match, okay, here. Now player 1, let's suppose it's x, and not x but x, and player 2 is y. I don't know why, but it's y. Okay, so x and y, right? Now in the first match, this first player, okay, made some run, and the second player made some run. Now twice of this first player, okay, that made some runs. So these are basically the runs made by the first player, and these are the runs made by the second player. So these are the runs of, so twice the run of first player plus the runs of second player is equals to 176. Okay. So this is the equation here. Now how this equation is useful? If this particular match, first match is there, and I will be getting that second match also, cricket match or whatever you are having, and in that condition that will also tell us that okay, now in that scenario that thrice of the runs made by the first player plus fourth of the runs made by this the second player in the case where they made the same run, okay, and that's equals to the total run was 480. Now tell me that what is the runs made by this player and this player. These kind of questions that where you are getting two situations, okay, two situations, one for something and one for something, but having something common in both two, okay, that will be, you know, you will be having better understanding in your questions when you are coming to language questions. So in that particular questions you will understand it in a much better way. But for now, in these kind of situations we can find the value of x and y, okay, and so basically these equations are very useful in our day to day questions, right, and we will be solving, right, these kind of questions in you know, different methods, by different methods, and this is why I have written solution here, because after use we will be getting back to the solution, okay. So this is something I have told you, and you will be having a plenty of questions like this one in your 10th standard too, and the complete basic is here in the 9th standard. So if I talk about the solution, let me take a very good example that we have studied in our previous lecture also, that 4x plus 3y equals to 12. How will you going to have the value of x and y here, students, when you are having this value for this equation 4x plus 3y equals to 12. So I will get the values here. Okay, let's suppose we are not having any clue. So what we'll do, we'll having this x equals to 0. Let x equals to 0. If x equals to 0, students, that means 4 put 0 in this equation, 4 multiplied by 0 plus 3y equals to 12. That means 3y equals to 12. This means that y equals to 12 by 3, which is 4. Now how to write the solution of linear equation in two variable? This is also a format, right? Okay, so here I am having 3y, y equals to 4 and x equals to 0. How we write? We start this small bracket, we put the value of x first, we have that one comma here in between these two what? These two, x and y. So we will put the value of y here and we'll close the bracket. So if I talk about this, at x equals to 0, the value y equals to 4, that means 0, the value of x is 0, comma 4 is a solution of 4x plus 3y equals to 12. Again, the x equals to 0, y equals to 4. At x equals to 0, y equals to 4. We find out by calculation, putting the values in equation. Okay. Now, if this is so, we will write this solution as bracket start small bracket it is. You have to make this small bracket anyway, do not use your large bracket or the middle bracket, curly bracket, whatever you call it. So, do not use that, use only small bracket. Then the value of x that you have assumed, comma, the value of y you get by putting the value of x. Okay. So, you are getting this 4. So, 0 comma 4 bracket close. Understood? Okay. So, can I say that okay, we are having here a value 0 comma 4, right? Okay. Now, let us put value. You can put value equals to 2 also, 1 also, okay. So, what you will write now, next you will be having this value equals to, let us say 1, okay. So, 4 multiplied by 1 plus 3y equals to 12, that means 3y equals to 12 minus 4 equals to 8. So, y equals to 8 by 3, okay. Now, you can, so you are having some value of x and some value of y, okay. Now, getting the value as let us suppose 3, put x equals to 3, the value is 4 multiplied by 3 plus 3 multiplied by y equals to 12. Now, this is 12 itself, okay. Now, if it is at its 12 itself, that will be having 3y equals to 12 minus 12, this is 12 transposing equals to 0, that means y equals to 0, y equals to 0. How will you rewrite it? 3, 0, okay. If I have the value of x equals to 4 here, so the value of x equals to 4 here, what will be the value of y? That will be 3y equals to 12 minus of 16, that will be minus 4. So, value of y will be minus 4 by 3. So, at x equals to 4, the value of y is minus 4 by 3. So, 4 minus 4 by 3. Similarly, I can have the value of x as 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and so on, and also in minus, okay, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4 and so on, and we will get some value of y for it. Even I can have this value of x as 1 by 2 also, 1 by 2 is also a real number, right. So, I can have the value as 1 by 2 or 1 by 3 or whatever I want to write. So, if I will be having these values, what will it give me? Some values of y, that means infinite value of x and infinite value of y. For infinite value of x, I will be getting infinite values of y. That means, if I am talking about only this one equation, note it, noted, okay. This means these kind of equation will have infinite many solutions. Infinite many solutions, okay, noted, okay. Now, we are talking about language questions. We are talking about which questions, students? Language questions, okay. Now, what are the language questions? In language questions, you are on numericals, you are given with something in language form, not in mathematical form, but in language form, and you have to understand it and behave accordingly. Okay. Now, what is the language question? You might have one language question if you are having like you are having who? Mohit. Okay. So, Mohit is having twice cars of what he is having, of what number is he having as bikes. Okay. So, Mohit is having some number of cars, number of cars, and that is just twice cars of what number is having as bikes. Okay. So, that means if he is having x cars, okay, so he is having x cars and y bikes. Let us suppose that he is having 2 cars. Okay. If he is having 2 cars, so what is having, how many numbers of bikes he is having, because Mohit is having twice cars of what numbers he is having as bikes. So, 2, that means he is having only 1 bike. If cars are 2, that means he is having only 1 bike. Why? Because the number of cars are just twice here. If he is having 2 number of bikes, he is having 4 number of cars. Okay. That means if the number of cars are x, then what will be the relation between, and the number of bikes are y, then what will be the relation between x and y? Look how you are getting this x, y. You are getting this x as what? 2 here and y here as 1. So, this is basically twice of it. So, that means x equals to 2y basically for all the values. Now, look, if you are getting the value as 4, you will be getting the value of y as 2, that is exactly the half, and this is what the question is asking. So, that means that will be x equals to 2y. Mohit is having twice the number of cars than the number of bikes he is having. Okay. Now, students, where you have to write that where x is the number of cars Mohit is having, similarly y is the number of bikes Mohit is having. Simple. So, this is kind of language question. If this language question is just asking you to write this in a linear equation 2 variable format, then that will be this. So, that can again be write as x minus 2y plus 0 equals to 0. If you are talking about the format ax plus by plus c equals to 0, then that will be the form. Okay. So, done with that. Now students, what will we do? Now we will do some example, okay, like 5x plus 4y equals to 200. Okay, 5x plus 4y equals to 200. Now this equation is find at least two solutions for the equation this is the equation 5x plus 4y equals to 200, and now you have to find out the at least two solutions. That means you can do the two solutions and that's done. So solution part. How will you solve it? We'll start by putting x equals to 0. At x equals to 0, that will become 5x plus 4y equals to 5 multiplied by 0 plus 4 multiplied by y equals to 200. Okay. So from there I will be getting 4y equals to 200. This implies that y will be equals to 200 by 5. Okay. And here I will get y equals to 40. So at x equals to 0, y equals to 40, and this is the first answer. Right. Now at, let's suppose x equals to 5. Okay. At x equals to 5, you can take x equals to 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, whatever you want. I am taking 5 here as per my convenience. I like 5. Okay. So this will be 5x plus 4y, that will equals to 5 multiplied by 5, or let's suppose take it 6. Okay. 6. So here I am getting a 6 here. So 5 multiplied by 6 plus 4y equals to 200 is right. So that will be 30 plus 4y, that will become 200, right. That will be 4y equals to 200 minus 30 will be 170 for sure. 170 by 4. So at x equals to 6, y equals to 170 by 4, right. So I can take that as my answer. Implies that 0, 40 and 6, 170 by 4. Okay. Are the two solutions for equation, which equation students? 5x plus 4y equals to 200. Okay, so this is your answer. Note this. Understood? Okay. Should I rub? Okay. So now we have covered the basic definition of linear equation, two variables, the format ax plus by plus c equals to 0, where a, b, c are real numbers and a and b is not equals to 0, and then we find out the uses and the solution. Okay, solution by which method, where we were putting the value of x and getting the value of y, and how to write it, the solution, bracket start, value of x comma y, bracket close. Okay, this was the very format we have talked about in today's session. So you are very clear about it, what we have studied today, no doubt. Okay, so in our next lecture we will do some good questions. Okay, and till then, enjoy your life, student. Tell you each and every time to enjoy your life and study. Okay, study very hard, and we will meet in our next lecture. Bye bye.